We're gonna go and check out Waikambas National Park, which is an elephant conservation park. And we will see if they treat the elephants right there or not. I really hope so. The drive from Bandar Lampung to the Waikambas National Park takes about 3 hours and unfortunately doesn't offer a lot of scenery. After already 2.5 hours on the road, we made a stop at Indomaret. Indomarets are safe havens for every traveler in Indonesia. Most of them have places to sit in the front where you can enjoy cheap cold drinks and snacks. A lot of them have ATMs as well in case you run out of cash, and they always have clean toilets which anyone is free to use.
So we just arrived here and we would like to have something to eat and to drink first before we see the elephants. But one of the, I don't know, it's like a tour guide or something, approaching us, asking if we wanted to ride the elephant, and I said no. And then he was just like, no, you're coming here for nothing then because it's a good thing to do. And I was just like, no, that's not a good thing to do, to ride an elephant, because their backbone, it's not for a heavy stuff and it's not good. And then we're just like, it's impossible, they are strong. And I was just like, no, they are not, and it's forbidden already, it's not really good to do that. And then we just like keep on saying that, it's good, elephant is strong, they can handle it and stuff, and la la la. It's just like unbelievable. It's a conservation, it's, I don't know why they do that.
Pak, tajak ngobrol ya Pak ya. Saudaranya berapa di sana?
How many brothers?
Family.
2 sisters.
Piro Mbak jenengan Mbak?
Iya, lah kok kayak ngobrol
Nah,
beda.
wis temeneng wae, tapi ya rada pinter. 3. Anak pertama, anak berapa? Anak nomor berapa?
Anak ketiga.
Ketiga.
Yeah.
Dari 3 saudara.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jadi kemana kalau kita mau mandiin gajah, ngasih makan gajah?
nanti sore.
Oh, nggak bisa sekarang. Jadi jam berapa bisa mandiin sama ngasih makan?
Sore Mbak.
Sore jam berapa?
Jam 3-an lah.
Jam 3-an. This is not like what I imagine. Like, I don't know, it's a conservation, and then when you go in, it's completely forest. Maybe 1 or 2 building, but there is a like warung everywhere, and we haven't seen any elephant yet.
Well, it's made for tourists. The elephants are hopefully somewhere in a safe area, not running around where the warungs are.
Yeah, I thought that's gonna be like they are everywhere, like literally everywhere.
How many elephants you think are here?
I don't know, a lot, because it's a huge park. It's a national park. But it's, I don't know. I've seen one elephant statue. That's definitely what I came here for.
Since the feeding and showering the elephants doesn't take place before 3 in the afternoon, and it's just 1:15, we're gonna have a little walk around here in the park and see if we can spot some elephants maybe.
hope so. Where's the map?
Yeah. That doesn't look good. That looks like they're making shows with the elephants. And that's to ride around, I guess.
Riding elephant.
The place itself looks a bit creepy sometimes, not very well maintained. I don't know what all those buildings here are. It didn't take long until we found the first hints of elephants being around. And shortly after that, we found some elephants. But they are pretty far away. One over there and two over there, but you're actually not allowed to go in there. So, mission accomplished, we had found them, but something fell off. So yes, they are riding the elephants here. I guess that's one of the rangers riding it right now, but you can pay as a tourist as well to ride them. And I don't think that shouldn't be possible in an elephant conservation or refuge.
So it's actually a zoo, not a conservation. Kapan kasih makannya? Apa PLG?
Pusat latihan gajah.
PLG Pusat Latihan Gajah. Elephant Training Center.
And they play soccer or...
Oh, mereka main sepak bola. Iya. They play soccer. I was asking why the bones are cut half, And then they said, oh yeah, we need to cut it because they're fighting with the other elephant, so it's not good. So I was asking, so where's the other half? They said the government took it.
So now that elephant has to carry around tourists on his back for I don't know how long, probably some hours. And yeah, we decided we're not gonna support that at all. We just gave him some sugar cane to feed him, maybe lift his spirits a bit. But we're not gonna like shower them or ride them or anything because I think we shouldn't support this park at all.
The entrance for local it's 5,000 and foreigner is 150,000.
To be fair, there seemed to be one area of the park where the elephants could kind of roam around freely. But then they were picked up there and brought to a pool for their bath. And by picked up, I mean a ranger would climb on their back to ride them to the pool using a sharp tool to make them obedient. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but elephants living in the wild don't need humans to ride them to the next waterhole or creek to take a bath, right? After the bath, they were brought to the other area, where they were chained to concrete blocks until the next day.
Look at all their feet, they get chained. So they're not going anywhere. Soalnya kan udah banyak yang nggak ngasih untuk dinaikin gajah karena emang nggak bagus.
Di sini pelayanan pengunjung gimana?
Ini konservasi kan, bukan
Iya.
tempat binatang.
Iya.
Tapi mereka boleh.
Boleh. Kita ada izinnya ada.
Izin dari mana?
Ya.
Kalau boleh tahu?
Apanya?
Izin menaiki.
Dari KSDA.
Apa?
KSDA.
Apparently here they are allowed to riding an elephant. They said they have a letter from some kind of people here, like some leader at some point, and they have a letter saying that you're allowed to riding elephant here. It's just embarrassing and disappointing. Like people from here actually doesn't know what to do and what don't do with the elephant. It's I don't know, like in Indonesia, Lampung is very famous for their elephant. So I thought people from here were gonna be more aware or responsible for elephants, kind of. But apparently not.
Karena banyak harimau.
Oh, yeah. So they sent some of the elephant to protect some village because there is a tiger. So the elephant like staying in front of the village. There's a forest. So they leave them there. So they kind of like protect the village from the other animals like tigers and stuff. That's nice.
So we were just talking to that friendly local here, and he told us a lot about the park and what other animals are there.
Biasanya sering berang-berang sama monyet.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of monkey and I don't know what berang-berang in English.
Ada sore lagi
Babi, babi hutan.
babi hutan.
There's a wild pig as well.
And we told him about our travel and that we don't know yet where we're gonna sleep tonight. And he offered us to sleep at his place tonight. It's really nice. Siapa nama kamu?
Inu.
Inu. Chris. Nice to meet you.
Osin.
So we followed Inu to his home. He sells sempol ayam, a small fried snack which especially kids seem to like. At least almost every time we saw children, they stopped him to buy some. At his house, we were greeted by his super cute daughter and his lovely wife.
Halo. Ih pintar.
Hello.
Aww. She gonna show us around the house. Hello. Hello. Dadah, 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 dadah.
Kiss balik. Kiss balik.
Kiss what? Kiss what? Kiss what?
Kiss balik.
Beli kuota terus makan ponaka.
This is our room. This is their kitchen. That's a bathroom, like very traditional still. So nice and open. It's an open bathroom. Hi.
Hello. As it is common, we're going to the Parque now, which is like the head of the village.
Gak usah bawa helm, helmnya ditinggal aja.
Because every time someone, like an outsider, stays at the village, at someone's house, they have to go to the head of the village first to ensure that he's okay with that.
So we are safe and we're have the letter for staying one night here.
It's funny when I think of like the leader of a village, I always think of like a really old guy with a long beard. Always surprised.
Well, apparently this is how they have a shower here.
Kalian nggak pakai sarung untuk mandi?
Enggak, kalau
Enggak,
kan
ya,
di
ya.
dalam. Oh.
Ya. Kemana suami?
Itu ngambil dodong, buah dodong.
Buah dodong. Buah dondong.
Ah,
Dondong.
ah.
Saya nggak tahu.
Nggak tahu.
Nggak tahu. Dondong. Manis. Sweet. Trying something new every day. Buah dondong. Very sweet, very good. Preparing the simple ayam for tomorrow.
Chicken flour, spices.
The next morning, a curious neighbor came over to meet the strangers.
Aku nanya rambutnya.
Don't go home yet because she wants to know more.
Semoga bertemu lagi.
Next time.
Ya. Makasih.
Lagi ya, Mang.
Besok kesini lagi.
Dadah.
Salim sama Om.
Salim.
Dadah. Iya. Semoga bisa mampir lagi ya.
We drove all the way back down to Bandar Lampung to check out some beaches and some islands that are down here.
This place is amazing. Like, literally amazing. Damn, that's beautiful.